Alright, it's Karic here. Karic WyrmBlade. I'm here to show you guys something that I usually don't do very often, and this is with my ice. I'm actually going to show you my deck for once, instead of just videos. Alright, well, this is the deck that I use when I PvP. It's been a minute. I've had to change this deck around a little bit. It's no longer, since Shadow Magic's come out, it makes it a little bit harder. So I actually had to switch, and I had to get with the times, and I had to edit my deck. Now, as you can see, it's basically the same concept. I've just added a few Winter Moons, I've added a few Shadows, I released a few shields, and I added some other shields. But the gear that I usually wear, it depends. But usually I'm in the Trader's Wintry Mantle, which is a 96 craftable. You can also go with the Horned Helmet, which is another craftable item. That's pretty good too. Now, I've been using the Unseen Lord's Chill Cloak, which is the Hades drop. But I usually mix and match it with my Woodland Travel Coat for the extra resist and the fire and storm resist on top of it. Now, my boots are usually the Cold House Chaos. Wow. As you can see why, the 93 the 93 to critical block. Critical block's a big thing. And then I use the Hades Staff of Frostbite. Of course, I have the Blade of the Felled Titan and the Alpha and Omega Ring. And I usually switch around depending, like I can use the Elsa's Chill Band if I want resist. And I usually wear the Horizons of Underworld Charm because of the health, but you will see me switch out with the Life Mastery often, because that is just one of the perks of having the life spells and having them cast quicker. Now, I do have a double resist pet. I have a few other pets that I use, but I use the Winter Pyramid deck. Or, for the other ice deck, I am currently using the Bumbler's Sleetfall, which gives you the extra damage. It just depends on if I want the extra damage or not. Now, when you are working on your character and you are starting off in low-level PvP, I am going to tell you, low-level PvP is probably the easiest way to go. High-level PvP, it actually takes a little work, and as you're actually doing the high level, which can take some time, most people usually add in something, they'll add in treasure cards. Like on this character, I only run Shatters in the side deck. That's all I need, because I pretty much have everything covered. As you can see, I have my Shadow Strikes, I have some shields, I have stuns by my Winter Moon, and then I have my snakes. Now, Belfrost is the best choice between the actual two bubbles, and I'll tell you why. Because the other bubble costs 4 pips, and the other bubble also gives you 25 to shield break and 10 to critical. Now, I want the 35 to damage. Now, you'll notice in here I have 3 ice blades. In the other deck, I had 2 ice. Actually, there's only supposed to be 2 ice blades. It's my fault, because there's supposed to be an ice spear. There we go. Alright, because the ice spear obviously is for extra shield breaking. I only run 1 Lord of Winter, and I run the Lord of Winter. He's not exactly my kill, he's my hit. He's one of my big hits. This is to take out minions and usually put over times on them. These are my killers here. These are Snow Serpents, and as you can see, I run 5 of them, and I run them with Colossal, which turns them into a nasty burger, which they do about 1,500 points of damage. which is pretty good. You know, a few of those, it's GG. I do run a max number of towers. I also do run the Winter Moon card. Of course, for the stun, like I had mentioned before. I have a couple sharpens to double up my blades. I do have a few entangles. That's to, you know, slow them down from healing, you know, if you need to stop them when they're low. And then I do run a few vaporizers for when I decide to start setting up, which is usually a double ice blade and a double elemental blade with the sharpens. That's usually when I'm getting ready to do my big hit. I'll throw out vaporizers too. We're not worried about earthquake. Now, the infections are always nice, and of course the shadow strike is awesome because it gives you that plus 50. Now, I've been considering, but since I don't run too many blades, I've been considering the Dark Nova. Nah, I think I'm going to stick with the Shadow Strike. Now, other people might have, you know, different point of views on how it runs. Well, I've been like I said, I've been doing PvP since the game came out, and I'm old school. I have learned some of the new school tricks, but yeah, pretty much that's the video. And I actually brought out some deep dark secrets in my deck.